Okay, settle down. We are talking about shocks, specifically the Progressive 944s. I'm about to take Mrs. Geezer on a run and see how they perform with 2-up. Okay, so before I forget, welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like my videos, and a little thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell. So I've been trying out shocks, doing quite a bit of research, but I'm trying to find one, and I think I have, that I can set for me that will also be the same settings, so I don't have to keep adjusting them for Mrs. Geezer on the back. And I think I've got the right setting on this, because I just don't want to keep redoing it unless I have to. Now with the Progressive 944s, and someone told me the Legends are the same way. In order to get the same size as the standard 12-inch Harley-Davidson, you get the 13-inch Progressive, and it gives you another inch to play with, another inch of travel, and it still ends up where you're still in the same position, feet flat on the ground. And this has been perfect. I don't see really any difference. Now, I didn't really have a problem with the standard Harley shocks, at least I didn't think I did. Then I got these, and I think it just stabilized the whole rear end of the bike better. And it just felt better. I had no idea what I was missing. But when I had Mrs. Geezer on there, I had kind of a problem. She was never comfortable. Now, she's got some spine issues, and if she's not happy, I'm not happy. So I've done everything I can do to get her comfortable, and so far so good. I've got the reach seat for her. I got some of the Harley-Davidson running boards back there, and it helps where her hips are. And what I did when I put these shocks on, I realized that that extra inch of travel is going to help her spine quite a bit. She's got some old injuries, and I just want to make sure that I don't make them worse. Now, I did also get a tour pack. That is a video in itself, because that was a lot of drama, and you wouldn't think it would be, but it was. And it has to do with the paint code on the bike. No one would guarantee the paint code, but I solved it. So far, this thing's taken the bumps really well with her on the back. Now, I like a little bit stiffer setting, and hers needs to be a little softer, so this one setting seems to be pretty cool. It seems to be working for both of us. So my setting is still stiff enough to have her on the back, which I am just digging. You know, there's something about removing those saddlebags with all my CIRO 3D lighting. I hate unclipping all that stuff and changing all those settings. So this seems to work pretty well. I'm going to come down here. There is a entrance to 75, but we're just going to take that left. We're not actually going to get on 75. We're just going to come around, maybe on 41, and see what she does. I want to see how this thing takes corners as well. I'm going to avoid this huge bump up here, but It's always been a problem, but on this side it's not quite as bad. So far, it's kind of like riding on air. Now the technology inside the progressives, they call it the FST, the frequency sensing technology, seems to be everything they say it is. Now they got a bunch of Legends guys who say theirs is better, but I don't know. I think the progressives are a hell of a lot easier to use, because the Legends, I have friends who have those, and they're always readjusting them. I don't want that much choice, you know? I just want to set it and forget it. Ooh, there it is. Probably hear about that one. That's nowhere near as bad as it was before. Take us left here and see how it corners. Man, those Rineharts are good. The rear end of this thing is just a lot more stable. It seems, I didn't know what I was missing with the Harleys, but it just seems a lot more stable in the rear end. That gives me a lot more confidence. And so far, I mean, for me, it was a big difference. But we'll get back and see what Mrs. Geezer thinks, and she'll let me know if these things need to be adjusted more, but she hasn't been poking me, so we'll see. It's just a pretty good road right here. I might just take it on the interstate up here. See how she does. See how Mrs. Geezer likes it. Man, they are building a lot of houses out here. Is everyone moving to Florida? I just want to know. Seems like houses are just going up everywhere. A couple other bikers out with us. Up here is 75. I have to say I do have more confidence on here now that they've got the 944s with Mrs. Geezer on the back. It feels so much better. There's no wobbling in the rear end. I kept thinking, I thought it was my imagination when she was on the back of the bike that it wobbled a little bit when I was turning corners, and I heard that from somebody else too. But these progressives, I guess because they're matched, they keep that rear end real stable. I think maybe first quarter next year I might go ahead and do the front end. That'd be the last thing I'd have to do as far as shocks. And we might be getting some rain. Wow. A lot of building out here. I can already feel these bumps I used to take before used to jar her, and now they're fairly smooth. I might go one more down, tighten them a little bit, but the rebound on them seems to be fairly comfortable. And I don't mind a stiffer ride for me. I just want to make sure that it's a nice soft ride for her. Nice. A lot of Corvettes out here. Okay, coming up on 75. I figure this ride is probably enough for her to judge the new tour pack and the shocks. She kept telling me that ever since I got rid of the electric line, she's never been comfortable. She wants her couch. So, she has it. Let's see how this is stability-wise getting on here. Yep, feels good. Alright, I'll let you know Mrs. Geezer thinks about it. Success.